Have you ever pondered what would happen if 30% of Europe's population disappeared overnight? Well, in the 14th century, it did. The Black Death, a catastrophic pandemic, swept across the continent, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. It's a chilling tale of a disease born in the heartlands of Asia, which then traveled along the Silk Road, hitching a ride on the backs of black rats aboard merchant ships. In no time, Europe was in its clutches, with towns and cities falling like dominoes. The lack of medical knowledge exacerbated the situation. Without understanding the cause or mode of transmission, societies were helpless, and nearly 1/3 of Europe's population was wiped out. The Black Death was more than just a health crisis. It was a catastrophe that shook the very foundations of medieval society. It forced a re-evaluation of social norms and economic systems that were in place for centuries. The Black Death was not just a health crisis, it was a human disaster that reshaped Europe's social and economic structures. The Black Death did not sweep across Europe all at once, but rather it moved like a grim tide, engulfing one region after another. This gruesome journey began in Sicily in 1347. Like an uninvited guest, it slipped into the mainland, spreading its deadly touch with alarming speed. Its pace was relentless, its reach far and wide. From the bustling ports of Italy to the tranquil villages of England, the plague showed no mercy. The regions most severely hit were those teeming with life: cities, trade centers, and populous towns. As the Black Death made its way across the continent, societies responded in varied ways. Some prayed, seeking divine intervention, while others fled, hoping to outrun its lethal grasp. Yet the plague pressed on, indifferent to prayers and faster than fear could carry. Within 7 years, from 1347 to 1353, the Black Death had left no corner of Europe untouched. The Black Death was a cataclysmic event that left a lasting mark on Europe. But what happened after the plague subsided? The aftermath of the Black Death saw dramatic social, economic, and cultural shifts. As the plague decimated Europe's population, labor became a scarce commodity. This shift in labor dynamics empowered the working class and led to the rise of a middle class. The devastating death toll also fueled a rise in anti-Semitism. Frightened and looking for someone to blame, many turned their fear and anger towards Jewish communities. This period also witnessed a profound change in art and literature. A new focus emerged that reflected the trauma experienced by the survivors, giving birth to a darker, more introspective style. This shift laid the foundation for the Renaissance, a period of rebirth and reevaluation of human life and values. The Black Death was a calamity that reshaped Europe, leaving a legacy that we can still see in our modern world.